Listen closely, chosen one. What you are about to hear is not entertainment. It is not background noise. It is a transmission. And if you are willing to receive it fully, stay with me until the end. Like this video. Subscribe to this channel. Not out of obligation, but as a declaration to the universe that you are choosing awareness over sleep. December 27th is not just another date on the calendar. It is a convergence point, a locking mechanism in time, a moment where timelines collapse, separate, and seal. And you, yes you, are standing at the center of it. Your soul already knows this. That tightness in your chest, that quiet pressure behind your eyes, that's recognition. You have felt something building for weeks, maybe months. A sense that something irreversible is approaching. You are correct. You may not have been able to name it, but your spirit has been restless. Sleep has felt strange. Dreams have been louder. Emotions have surfaced without warning. Old memories, old wounds, old versions of yourself knocking at the door one last time. This wasn't regression. It was preparation. The universe does not move you forward without first loosening what cannot cross the threshold with you. And December 27th is a threshold, a spiritual checkpoint where only what is aligned is allowed to pass. That heaviness you felt, it was the weight of outdated timelines dissolving, relationships that no longer resonated, paths that once made sense but now feel empty. You weren't losing anything. You were being unburdened. Chosen one, you were never meant to carry the old world into the new one. And that is why things began to feel unstable before today. The ground had to shift. The illusion had to crack. Long before this life, before your name, before this body and these circumstances, you agreed to be here now. This moment was written into your soul's architecture. That is why your life has never followed a simple or predictable path. That is why comfort never fully satisfied you. Why something always whispered that there was more, something unfinished, something calling you beyond the surface of ordinary existence. You are not late and you are not behind. You are precisely on time. December 27th marks the activation of a dormant contract, a soul agreement between you and the divine that could not be fulfilled until the world itself reached this exact frequency. This is not about luck or coincidence. It is about authorization. The universe does not reward effort alone. It responds to alignment. And today, alignment locks in. Most days move quietly through time, leaving little imprint beyond routine. But some days carry density. They hold consequence. They act as hinges rather than pages. December 27th is one of those days. It functions as a seal, energetically, spiritually, cosmically. What is chosen now sets momentum that does not easily reverse. This is not about dramatic decisions or outward declarations. It is about internal positioning. The universe registers alignment, not noise. This is why the days leading up to now may have felt heavier, more disorienting, or unusually draining. Doubt may have grown louder. Fatigue may have deepened. Distractions may have multiplied. This was not random interference. It was resistance peaking before release. Old timelines do not dissolve quietly. They test attachment. They attempt to pull attention backward, just as forward motion becomes possible. The universe never announces its turning points with spectacle. It observes who stays present, who remains conscious, who listens inward while others numb out. If you are here now, listening, aware, awake, you have already crossed an invisible threshold most will never recognize. Right now, two timelines exist simultaneously, overlapping in subtle but powerful ways. One continues the familiar pattern. repetition disguised as progress, cycles of hope followed by delay, almost breakthroughs that never fully land. The other demands something different from you. It requires presence instead of autopilot, courage instead of comfort, trust instead of constant reassurance. But it offers acceleration, clean movement, alignment that does not need to be forced. December 27th is the dividing line between these paths. This does not mean everything shifts instantly on the surface. It means something locks underneath, permanently, like tectonic plates repositioning long before the landscape visibly changes. After today, certain doors will no longer respond to hesitation. Certain opportunities will not tolerate half-belief. You may feel less willing to entertain options that once felt acceptable. This is not confusion. It is clarity sharpening. You are being asked to choose without seeing the entire map, because faith at this level is not about certainty. It is about coherence. This is how higher timelines are entered. This is how chosen ones are forged. You may look around and think nothing extraordinary has happened yet. No announcement, no visible reward. But the test was never external. It was silent, prolonged, and internal. It was whether you could endure without reassurance, whether you could remain kind without recognition, whether you could stay aligned without proof, whether you could keep listening inward when the outer world offered no confirmation. This is where most falter. This is where most abandon themselves. That is why most will not cross this threshold. But you did. Even when you doubted, you stayed. Even when you felt lost, you kept moving. Even when the path went quiet, you kept listening. You questioned, but you did not quit. You bent, but you did not collapse. That persistence was not stubbornness. It was soul memory guiding you through uncertainty. The universe was watching how you carried yourself when no one was clapping. And that is why you are here now. That alone qualified you for what comes next. From this moment forward, the changes will not announce themselves loudly, but they will be undeniable. You will begin to sense shifts before you can explain them. Conversations will land differently, as if words carry more weight than they used to. Situations that once triggered anxiety may now register as neutral, distant, or strangely manageable. This is not detachment, it is recalibration. The internal environment is adjusting to hold a higher frequency, and with that comes a new baseline of awareness. You may notice opportunities appearing without the usual struggle, or insights arriving fully formed instead of pieced together through effort. Pay attention to patterns. The universe rarely speaks once. It repeats itself until you recognize the message. Numbers, themes, recurring ideas, sudden clarity, these are not coincidences. They are confirmations that the lock has engaged. Something fundamental has shifted in how reality responds to you. You are no longer chasing alignment. Alignment is beginning to meet you where you are. This is only the beginning, but it is unmistakable. The activation does not feel explosive. It feels precise, and once it begins, it does not reverse. As your timeline stabilizes, resonance becomes unavoidable. Some people will no longer be able to meet you at this frequency, no matter how much history you share. This can feel confusing at first, especially when nothing obvious has changed on the surface. But something has. Your nervous system no longer agrees to what it once tolerated. Conversations may feel shallow. Dynamics may feel strained. Distance may grow without conflict. This is not failure. This is filtration. Some connections were never meant to come with you beyond this point. They served their purpose in an earlier chapter, to teach you, awaken you, mirror you, or challenge you. But alignment does not drag what cannot walk at the same pace. The universe will not allow misaligned energy to anchor you to outdated versions of yourself. You are not being punished. You are being protected. What leaves now does so because it cannot survive where you are going. And what remains will meet you without requiring you to shrink, explain, or compromise your truth. Even when growth is correct, it can still ache. Ascension carries grief because it involves release, and release always asks the heart to let go of what once felt safe. You may feel moments of sadness that seem out of place, as if you are mourning something you cannot fully name. This is normal. You are grieving versions of yourself you once inhabited, futures you once imagined, relationships that once made sense. None of this means you are regressing. It means you are integrating. Do not rush to label this grief as doubt. It is not pulling you backward. It is passing through you on its way out. Let it move without resistance. Do not romanticize what no longer fits. You are not losing something precious. You are clearing space for what is aligned to arrive fully. The universe is not asking you to harden yourself. It is asking you to stay open while becoming stronger. What comes next requires both. Before the external world rearranges, the internal world reorganizes completely. This is the part no one applauds, no one witnesses, and no one understands from the outside. You may notice that your reactions soften before your circumstances do. Where you once rushed, you pause. Where you once spiraled, you observe. Old triggers lose their urgency. Situations that once demanded emotional labor now feel distant, almost irrelevant. This is not apathy. It is authority returning to its rightful place. The universe always stabilizes the vessel before increasing the flow. You are being prepared to hold what is coming without self-sabotage, without panic, without collapse. This internal shift is the true miracle. External changes follow it naturally. You are no longer waiting for permission to feel secure. Security is beginning to emerge from within. And once that happens, reality has no choice but to respond differently. If doubt has intensified since the moment everything subtly shifted, understand this clearly. Doubt does not appear because you failed to align. It appears because alignment succeeded. When a timeline locks, the old narrative makes one final attempt to reclaim authority. Fear does not leave quietly. It whispers questions it already knows the answers to. It revisits memories selectively, replaying moments of uncertainty